Hello beautiful people, it's Steph here if you don't already know, and on this channel I just talk about all things careers and all things lifestyle. And in today's video I'm doing something a little bit different for you. I'm reviewing all of the foods that I've eaten so far in Houston, and this is because when I came here I was told that one thing that Houston was known for is its really good food and kind of, you know, outing lifestyle. So I thought, okay, anytime I go out, let me see how I find these things, let me try some new things, because if you know me very well, you know that I tend to order the same thing when I go out. So let me just try some new stuff. So if you like this type of content, please do make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the way this video is going to work is that I've split up all the things I've eaten so far into 3 different categories. So I've got the fast food category, I've got the affordable category, and the affordable category is based off of 1 meal, so maybe a starter, a main, and 2 drinks maximum, and that would be anything from $15 to $30. And then the 3rd category is the more spenny kind of size, the more upscale, $35 upwards. Again, same thing, 1 meal, 2 drinks, maybe a starter as well, right? Cool. So let's start off with the fast foods. And first thing I'll say here is that I do kind of think my critiques are maybe a little bit harsh, purely just because I'm not really a fast food girl. Like, I don't particularly like fast food that much, but there are obviously occasions where you kind of just end up getting fast food, right? So let's review the ones I've had. When I first came to this country, when I first came here, when I landed in the night, and I was hungry. I'd been flying for 10 hours, and I obviously wasn't gonna go and find groceries and start cooking, but I just wanted fast food. I just wanted something quick, I just wanted to eat and go to bed, right? And my taxi driver had actually recommended a place called WHATABURGER. And WHATABURGER, well, when I came back, I looked on DoorDash. So here they don't have Deliveroo and Just Eat. They have DoorDash and Grubhub, but they do still have Uber Eats. So I looked on DoorDash and I found WHATABURGER, and the reviews, because I do always check reviews when I don't know places, just in case. The reviews were not giving me what it needed to give. For what I needed at that time of night, I kind of just needed good food that I could just eat and sleep. I didn't want something that would be giving me problems. And from the reviews, it was seeming like something that could give me problems, right? Because I was seeing things like, oh, they didn't bring the right order, but it wasn't just once that I was seeing that. I was seeing that quite a few times. Or I was seeing things like the burger was dry. And again, it was quite a few times I was seeing that. So I just took an executive decision and said, you know what? For the sake of your happiness, Steph, let's go and find a different fast food restaurant. So I just typed in burger on DoorDash, and it came up with a place called the Burger Joint. I'm so glad I did that. That was really a good choice for me, because the Burger Joint seemed like something for me. And here again, I looked at the reviews seemed great. It even recommended a burger to me, the barbecue burger, and I do love a bit of barbecue. So I said, oh, this sounds like something I would like, let me try it. So I got the barbecue burger, and let's just all close our eyes together and just imagine what this burger was like, right? It was really big in size. It was like this size. And when I ordered it, the thing that really got to me was the fact that when you pick your burger, you have to pick how well you want your meat to be done. So you pick whether you want it rare, whether you want it medium rare, medium, well done, etc, etc. Do you know what that tells me? That tells me that I'm eating proper meat. And that may sound wild, but there's a lot of fast food restaurants that you go to that, in my personal opinion, the meat does not be tasting proper. So I was just really happy to see that, because I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting some good food here, cool. There was caramelized onions, which actually tasted caramelized. It wasn't just chopped onions that they had put in there. The sauce was delicious. Cool. I was really happy with that burger, right? Then now, the only thing I would say I wasn't happy with actually was the fact that it wasn't a brioche bun. I do like brioche buns. However, the burger as a whole was delicious. The fries, I normally just get my burger with fries, right? Just as a standard thing. And the fries were nice. And for me to say that, that's a big thing, because usually fries are just, it's just some potato that they've chopped and put some salt on. Like, it's not really that fantastic, but I actually liked the taste of the fries, you know what I mean? So all that being said, I spent about $13 something, mainly because of the delivery and the service charge, because like I said, I ordered in, right? If I had gone to the restaurant, I personally think I would have spent about $10, maybe even $9, to be honest, because that stuff can really add up sometimes. So let's say it's a $9 meal. That meal filled me up, put me to bed, was delicious. Yeah, that meal was an 8.5 out of 10. There's no other way to look around it. It was good quantity for what I paid for. Now, obviously, I know in America, quantities do tend to be a lot bigger here, so I don't, I get that. But in comparison to some of the other places I've had fast food at, this was really big, so it was really nice. Cool, so that's the burger joint. I would definitely tell you to go there or to order in from there if you just need to order something quickly. Second place, Chick-fil-A. We don't have Chick-fil-A in the UK, so Chick-fil-A was just one of those places that I wanted to try. I don't actually know if you guys remember when Popeyes came to Westfield and Stratford, and it was such a big thing because obviously we don't have Popeyes in the UK until it came to Stratford. And that was a kind of a similar thing for me with Chick-fil-A. I was just like, oh, I've heard about it, but we don't have it, so I do kind of want to try it, right? And I do like chicken, I do like chicken burgers, so I thought, yeah, let's try this. And funnily enough, so what actually happened the first time was that we went to a shopping centre and I was going to get Chick-fil-A there. The shopping centre itself closed at 8, so we around 6:59 or 6:58 or something like that went down to Chick-fil-A because we thought, let's just sit here for an hour and eat before the shopping centre closes. Chick-fil-A closes at 7 and Chick-fil-A closes on time. When I'm saying 6:58, the guy was like, yeah, we stopped taking orders, we're shutting down, and literally 7 on the dot, the lights went off. I said, oh, you people are really on time here. Wow. So anyway, that kind of ruined my first Chick-fil-A experience. But then the next day, I then had an opportunity, for whatever other reason, to just order in Chick-fil-A, right? So I ordered in a normal chicken sandwich. I can't remember what it's called, but it was literally just a chicken sandwich. And I was actually torn between that and the spicy chicken sandwich, I remember. But I remember asking one of my friends who's American, and they were kind of like, the spicy chicken sandwich is nice, but it can be an acquired taste, the way the spicy is. And I just didn't want to ruin my first experience with Chick-fil-A, so I just got the normal one. That was nice. This is where what I was saying before about the burger joint comes in though, because I do feel like the burger was quite small for what I paid. So I paid about, again, because I ordered in, it was $13 for the whole meal. So the burger, the potato waffle fries, which we'll get to in a sec, and the Fanta strawberry, the drink. However, the burger was the size of think of McDonald's in the UK, I don't know, I don't even really eat Big Macs and stuff like that. I don't eat Big Macs. I would only eat a McChicken sandwich if I was gonna get a burger from McDonald's. But think about that sort of size, and then that's what the Chick-fil-A size was like, and then double it, and that's what the burger joint size was like. Do you get what I mean? So size-wise, I do feel considering that I was pretty much paying the same amount for both things, I was a bit upset in terms of the size that I got. The potato waffle fries. Now, this might just be a me thing, but I don't, I like my fries to just be fries. I don't want them to be potato waffle. I just don't want it to be like that. So that didn't make me happy. But the Chick-fil-A sauce, I will say, that was good. That might even rival burger sauce. And if you're from South London, you know about burger sauce. I'm not even gonna go too deep into it. If you're not from South London, get yourself to South, get to a Morley's and ask for burger sauce, right? But it might rival burger sauce because it was nice. I enjoyed that. So Chick-fil-A sauce, definitely good. The Fanta strawberry, one thing I'll say is Fanta orange is disgusting. I can't even remember where I went that I ordered Fanta orange. But I tasted it and I nearly spat it out. It was awful. Which is why I have now started going for Fanta strawberry. Fanta is my favorite fizzy drink if I am gonna go out and get a fizzy drink. So I always go for a Fanta, but never a Fanta orange in America, I'll tell you that. So, because of all of that, I think I would rate Chick-fil-A. So if I gave the burger joint an 8.5, I think Chick-fil-A is gonna have to get a 7. Like I said, the burger itself was actually tasty. I enjoyed the taste. I do think for the price, it was maybe a bit much. The fries, I wasn't happy with the fact that they weren't just normal fries, but I think that's just a Chick-fil-A thing, so I'm not even gonna penalize them too much for that. And the drink was nice. It was massive though. Considering that I ordered a medium meal, that drink was definitely bigger than a large in the UK. That was really weird to me, but cool. That's Chick-fil-A. Third place I went to. So remember at the beginning, I said that when I first landed, I was meant to go to WHATABURGER because that's what my taxi driver had told me was good. So I went to a taco place. I went to a place called Cantina in the Heights with one of my friends, and I'm not really into tacos like that, but I was kind of just if I look at the menu and something speaks to me, then I'll get it, right? So I looked at the menu, nothing spoke to me. And then I looked across the street and I saw WHATABURGER and I said, do you know what? Someone did say I should try this thing, so maybe I should try it, you know, seeing as I'm here. Again, it's something we don't have in the UK. Let me just try something we don't have. So I've gone to go and get WHATABURGER, and I've ordered a double WHATABURGER, so it's just 2 beef patties and then fries and a drink, Fanta strawberry as usual, right? My first warning sign was the fact that this meal that I was standing in the restaurant waiting for, fast food restaurant might I add, this meal took a good 20 minutes to come to me. That's a really long time for fast food, right? Fast food, and the whole reason why it's called fast food, should really be with you in like 5 minutes. So the whole 20-minute thing, I was just kind of like, okay, I don't know what's going on here. I was kind of like, okay, maybe it's because the beef is real. Like, I don't know, maybe they've just skinned the cow, so they now have to sort everything out. I just wasn't entirely sure, but it took a long time to come. When it now came, the fries were just mid. They weren't bad fries, but remember how I said with the burger joint that fries usually don't really faze me because it's just potatoes and salt? I felt like this was just potatoes and salt, like it was just something to accompany the burger. So they were fine, but they weren't excellent. The burger itself, the good thing, let's start with the good thing. The good thing about the burger, or the good thing about WHATABURGER, I should say, is that you can substitute a lot of stuff for free. You know, most times when you go to restaurants and you want to substitute things, they'll start adding on extra costs, this, that, whatever. Most things you can substitute for free, which I think is good. So I substituted my normal soft one for a brioche one, because I do love a brioche one. And that brioche one was really nice. So I was happy that I did that. The actual contents of the burger, like the meat, the patties, etc., I felt like that was dry, I'll be honest. And I had sauce in there. Well, it comes with sauce. There was a yellow sauce. It didn't actually taste like mustard, but it was some kind of yellow sauce. And then I also added ketchup and spicy ketchup. So I added 2 sauces to this. It was still dry. There was also meant to be caramelized onions in there. I could chew the onion like how I chop my onion to grind pepper. I don't understand. I was very upset with that burger. And again, I paid about $9 for it. Size-wise, it was a big burger, but I just don't think I should be paying for things that don't particularly taste that nice. So that has to get a 4 out of 10, if I'm being very honest. And I don't know if it was just that branch, maybe other branches are nicer, but I just wasn't impressed, and I will not be going back to WHATABURGER. But that is all my fast food reviews. Let's get into the kind of medium affordability, so our $15 to like $30 price meals. Cool. First place I want to talk about, and this place has been on my mind ever since I've been there, I must go back, but Lost and Found at Midtown. How do I even describe this place? So first of all, actually, one thing that I've noticed about Houston is that in comparison to the UK, where you're probably going to have a lounge where you smoke shisha, you're going to have a bar where like the focus is just drinks, and then you're going to have your restaurants where the focus is just food, and obviously you can still like order drinks at all of these places, but that is the typical focus of each of these kind of places. In Houston, everything is just intertwined. Like, you'll go to somewhere that's called a lounge, but the food is like restaurant food, it's not just like snacks. And the bar is like a proper bar, and the music is loud, if that makes sense. So everything just seems to be quite intertwined. We went to a place called Lost and Found and went to eat. And we ordered, I'm so glad we did this, but we ordered, because we were craving pasta. So we ordered this tagliatelle-like pasta. And I'm saying tagliatelle-like because it was the shape of tagliatelle, but I don't actually think it was tagliatelle. I think there's another one which looks like tagliatelle. So it was tagliatelle-like pasta. It had a tomato and creamy kind of base, which again I like, because I don't like things which are too creamy, because it just, I don't like the taste of it, but I also don't like too tomatoey, because I don't actually like the taste of tomato. So I like that combination. It was spicy. I like spice, right? But sometimes when you go to restaurants and you ask for things to be spicy, or you get spicy food, the type of spice can differ. This was like African spice, like it was like Scotch bonnet spice, so I like that. Then the protein that we had in this pasta, oh my gosh, it was divine. There was grilled lobster, there was squid, there was chorizo, there was chicken, and there was shrimp. Amazing. It was literally like paella, but with pasta, and it was great. Like, I really enjoyed it. Then there was also a garlic bread. It came with garlic bread, a brioche garlic bread, and you know I love brioche. Oh, everything was just making sense. That meal, 9.5 out of 10, straight. And I'm even saying 9.5 because I want to say 10, but in life, is anything ever really a 10? Probably not. So it's a 9.5 because it was great. It was really great. My drink, I don't remember what drink I had, but it was alright. Like, it wasn't anything to shout about. But the food, fantastic. And I didn't actually pay for that meal, so it's kind of hard to figure out how much I would have spent. But based off of what the meal was in total, and then if I half it, it would have been about $27, I would say. So it was nice. I enjoyed that. We did also get ribs as well, but yeah, the ribs are nothing to shout about. The pasta's what you should be going for. Then, what's another mid-range place I've been to? Chapman and Kirby. Oh my gosh, Chapman and Kirby, I actually really enjoyed that. That's a black-owned spot, a brunch spot. What I would say about brunch here though, or at least from what I've seen, there may be other types of brunches as well, but from what I've seen, in the UK, when you go to a brunch spot, it will be like, I don't know, brunches from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. or something like that, right? And like, you get an hour's worth of bottomless Prosecco and then like an hour's worth of bottomless food or whatever. It will be very structured, right? Whereas brunch here is more kind of like, the restaurant serves brunch food, but they serve it all day. So they serve waffles, they serve pancakes, French toast, whatever, but they just serve that all day. So it was more kind of that vibe. But then it was also like a day party vibe. Like, there was a DJ playing like loud music, people were vibing outside, people were smoking hookah, all that kind of stuff. So it was a very nice vibe, I personally think. But what did I order to eat? First thing I would say here is the frozen slushies there. I really enjoyed. $15. Key thing to note is that you can only pay with cash or cash app. I did not have cash app, and only by the grace of God did I have enough cash to cover that, because I'd already started drinking it before I realized that that's the only thing I had to pay. So cool. But anyway, those are really nice slushies. I got like a rum frozen slushie. That was really nice. The food, so I got chicken and waffles, and then I also got a side of truffle fries that I shared with my friend. And it's actually good that we just got one side of fries to share between us, because the fries were a lot. And the truffle was really nice. Like, it was truffle and then I think parsley on top, but it was a really nice combination of flavors. I'm really glad I got that. That was really nice. And it obviously enhanced the flavor of the fries, which was good. The waffles I really enjoyed. They were very soft, they were very light, very thick. Really enjoyed that. Syrup was good. It was just basic like maple syrup, but it was really nice. Chicken was nice. My only thing is I prefer things to not be fried, but then again, chicken and waffles is fried chicken and waffles, so I'm not gonna complain too much. That was alright. The only thing I would probably say I don't like was the butter. And thinking about it, I think it's just because, so I'm lactose intolerant, and I've been lactose intolerant for years. But I was one of those people that when I first knew I had a problem with dairy because it used to make me sick, but I didn't know the term lactose intolerant, right? So when I figured out, oh, this thing makes me sick, I just stopped eating it, period. I stopped eating cheese, I stopped drinking milk, I stopped eating butter, like all that sort of stuff. So even though now there is more vegan options, there are dairy-free options, I find that for some things, when I taste it, I just don't like the taste. And I think it's just because I've removed the taste from my diet, so I'm not a fan of the taste anymore. So I didn't like the butter, but other people have said the butter was really nice. So I think it's just a me thing. Don't, take my review as like, oh, it means it's disgusting. I just don't particularly like dairy stuff. Overall, Chapman and Kirby, because of the vibe and then also the food was cool and it was really affordable, it was probably like, so I spent about $40, but bear in mind, I got about 4 drinks. I got the slushie, then I got like shots, maybe 2 shots, and then 2 cocktails, and then food. So if we're going off of the 1 meal up to 2 drinks, it would have been about $20, right? So it's affordable. So that was quite nice. I quite like that, really good vibe, and definitely I want to say 7.5 out of 10. It was nice. One thing I would say with Chapman and Kirby is that they do definitely have this tables thing. So actually this is the thing about Houston, period, but they have a thing of like sections, that's what they call it, and you have to pay to have a section. So like, I don't know, $100, $500, whatever, and upwards. But Chapman and Kirby have this thing where like outside they've got tables that is first come, first serve. So if you just get there on time, you can have a table for free. So the time that we got there, we didn't actually know this, but we were just fortunate, like we got there at a time where we didn't have to pay for a table, so that was cool. But definitely a 7.5 out of 10, it was a nice place, and it was black owned, we love black owned places. Third place that I went to that was again very affordable, although this was during happy hour, but happy hour is on literally every day other than Saturday, so it's pretty much every day. But a place called MARMO Italian. I love Italian food, I love pasta. This place is really well known for its steaks as well. I haven't tried its steak, but people have said it's nice. But the pastas, so during happy hour you go and all pastas are $7, oysters are $2 each, Prosecco/wine is $6, and cocktails are $8, right? And the pastas are quite small. So I would say if you're like hungry and you want to be full, you could probably do well with maybe 2 pastas, that's $14, and maybe some bread, because they do actually give you bread, like for free. They don't charge you for that. Well, maybe it comes into the service charge, I don't know, but they don't charge you for that. And then drinks, maybe 1 drink, 2 drinks. Yeah, that's it. Well, I only had 1 drink, to be fair, so 1 drink of $8. So that alone is $22, right? And that filled me. We did get as a tables like some other things as well, but in terms of like what I ate, that filled me up. So you could definitely go there on like an affordable solo date. You could go there with friends. It's a really aesthetic place as well, but the food is also equally nice, because I think sometimes you go to aesthetic places and the food doesn't bang. Here, really nice, food bang too. Other thing I really liked about this place was the live music. So when we entered, we saw a saxophonist leaving who had just been playing live music. And then whilst we were there was a pianist playing live music. So it was a really cool vibe, like I really enjoyed it. And that gets, for me, I want to say 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, because the food was really nice. I really liked it. I was full. I ate around 3 p.m. and I didn't have to eat again for the rest of the day. And on other days, there had been times where I'd eaten around 3, but like I was hungry again by like 7 or 8, right? I was satisfied, like it was good food. I was really happy. So that's MARMO Italian. So the third category of food, this is the more spenny side, the more upscale, you know, kind of side of things, where I spent over $35. So the first place I want to talk about is a place called the Warwick. The Warwick is a black-owned place, another black-owned place. I think it's actually quite new. So to the best of my knowledge, it's only been around for like 3-4 months or something like that. And I'm recording this in October 2022. So 3-4 months prior to this, it opened. It's a very Instagrammable place, I would say, a very TikTok-y place. I can imagine seeing this place on TikTok. The food, for me personally, so full disclaimer, I didn't actually order a full main from here. I ordered wings and fries because I wasn't actually that hungry. So I just got like a starter of wings and then got some fries and got a drink. And the wings were lemon pepper, which is a common flavour in the South. We don't necessarily have that as much in the UK, but yeah, it was nice. My only thing was that it was again fried chicken, but I think that's just a southern thing, like they do fry a lot of food. I don't particularly like fried food, I prefer it to be grilled. However, the actual flavour of the chicken was nice, the chicken was moist, all that kind of stuff, so I won't fault that. The fries, they were just giving basic fries to me, like it wasn't giving anything other than potato and salt. The drink was nice though, I will say that. And I think I actually also mentioned this place in my Labor Day weekend vlog as well, so go and check out that vlog if you haven't already. But overall, I would say ambience wise, maybe it could have been better music personally, but everything else was actually quite cool. Like it was very pretty and it was a nice place. So I would give it a 7 out of 10 because it was actually decent. It was just quite spenny. I spent about $30, and like I said, I only got a starter, fries and 1 drink. So imagine if I'd gotten a main as well, like that would have been a spenny place. Second place that I want to talk about is a place called TREZ Bar and Grill. TREZ Bar and Grill is another black-owned place, and I went there for brunch. I do think they have a normal menu as well, but I've not tried that. I went there for brunch, and I think this was on a Sunday. They have a lot of brunches on Sundays. And this was nice. It was nice, but it was spenny. I got a rum-based cocktail. I don't remember the name, but I know I definitely spoke about it in my Labor Day weekend vlog. So like I said, check it out. It was blue and it was delicious. I ordered shrimp and grits. And again, I know I spoke about shrimp and grits in my Labor Day weekend vlog, so I'm not gonna like repeat what I said, but the main thing I'll just say is that the rating I'm gonna give is based off of the fact that if I had a friend who wasn't from West Africa, I don't actually know if they eat this food, I'm going to talk about anywhere else, but I'm from West Africa, I'm from Ghana. So if I had a friend who wasn't from West Africa and they were coming to a Ghanaian restaurant and they wanted to know what to try, I wouldn't tell them to try gari because it's just gari. And that's how I feel about grits. Like I feel like it's like the African American equivalent of gari. I wouldn't tell people to go and eat that kind of thing. But in and of itself, I don't actually think it tasted badly, I just didn't like it. The shrimp, however, was delicious. So with that being said, and with the fact that I spent $50 there, that's gonna get a 6.5 out of 10. The shrimp was delicious. The drinks were delicious. The vibe was really good as well. The DJ was great. I just didn't really like the grits, and it was really expensive for what I got. I personally feel like, I don't feel like 2 drinks and 1 meal should come up to $50. That's just me personally. But yeah. Last place I want to speak about is a place called Turkey Leg Hut. Now the Turkey Leg Hut is like famous in Houston, like everyone knows about it. And I do think it's a little bit overhyped, but I would still say go, like it's somewhere to go to just because it's, you know, it's known in Houston, so try out the things that are known. And there I got a turkey leg flavored with Hennessy sauce. The sauce was amazing. It was spicy, like Louisiana spice, so kind of like an African spice. It was flavoursome. Maybe they could have reduced the salt a bit, but honestly, it wasn't actually bad. Like it actually tasted really, really nice. And it was a big quantity. Like I actually took home about half and made a stew with it the next day. That's how delicious it was. Really good. My only fault is that I do personally feel like the turkey leg itself, so away from the sauce, I felt like that was a bit dry. And I know turkey is a fairly dry meat, so to be fair, it's quite difficult to get it nice without a bit of sauce, without a bit of gravy or whatever. But you know, I feel like if you're called the turkey leg hut and that's what you're known for, I would just hope that you would get it nice. So yeah, for me, because of that, because I did feel like it was a bit dry, I'm gonna give it a 6.5. But the sauce, like I said, was divine. Like that sauce was, I would buy that sauce by itself and put it, like use it to season my chicken or whatever. Like the sauce was really nice. I would definitely say that. If I was just rating the sauce was 9.5 out of 10. That's how good the sauce was. Ambience wise, it was more so just a restaurant, like there wasn't really loud music and stuff, but I mean there was still a bit of a vibe, it was still cool. But yeah, that is a review of 9 of the places I've been out to eat in Houston so far. If there are any other places that you want me to go and check out, please do drop them in the comments down below. If you like this type of content, please do make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back soon with another video.